Hey, Alan, what's up? Bass Michaels, good morning to you as well. How's it going? Having a good morning so far? Okay. Hey, Khalif, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey, no season two? Yeah, I saw that. There is no season two, so my edit will be the definitive canon of this. So the Acolyte can suck it. Like The Last Jedi, there was a movie after that, so you know, sadly, my version doesn't fit the following movie, so it's kind of difficult. But since we don't have a season two for this thing, this could be the ultimate viewing experience for this thing. What's up, the champ, the cheap chimp? I like your name though, the cheap chimp. I like it. I really do. Where's Bess? I kept the beaver in my rough cut. The peep had to make it back to the ship. Fuck the beaver. I hate the beaver. The beaver can really just fucking suck it. I can't. I can't. I can't with the beaver. I fucking hate the beaver. I really do. That's his name, right? Master Konaka. Acolyte. Wookiee Jedi name. Kelnaka. That's his name. Kelnaka. Okay. Kelnaka. What an awful name. I have seen people on Twitter renew Acolyte so desperately. We know it will not work. Yeah, no, the Acolyte is not coming back. Period. They're not gonna bring it back. These product characters are making me sick, dude. Yes, I hate that every single Star Wars project needs to have like a mascot nowadays. Everything has to be like merchandise. I fucking hate it. Okay, this is where the biggest fit flashback. This is where the biggest fix is going to be. I wanted to protect you from them. Kuroko. Hi, Kuroko. I missed the Lucas era of Star Wars. Dude, yeah, it was great. Oh, they, yeah, they blame it on everything except themselves. There's no accountability. Like, if you make a shitty movie, that's the way it should be. Like, you make a shitty movie, just accept it, improve for the next one. That's the way I see it, at least. But there is zero accountability. Zero. They just blame it on everyone else. That is like the worst thing they can do. I wanted you protect. I wanted you to protect you from them. I know you saw them. You and your sister saw them as your caregivers, as a family, even. So what I'm doing right now, just so you know, just so you understand what I'm doing, this is the fix of the power of many. So the witches and everything, it's gonna be fixed because of what I'm writing right now. It's gonna be a flashback where we see them not as a covenant of like random space lesbian witches, but as like this secret cult that kidnaps children and eat them and absorb their life force. As a family, even. We were alerted that a cult of what? Is the word witch, does the word witch exist in Star Wars? Yes, the witches of Bathomir, I think. Look it up. What's up, Martin? How's it going? How's it going, Martin? Don't steal force sensitive kids from their homes. Raise them. Powers. Everything fine. I hope you're doing well too. I am doing well. I am right now writing the flashback, and I want you guys' opinion because what I'm writing right now is going to become a flashback of Soul, where he's going to explain that the witches, like the lesbian witches, are actually evil and the Jedi try to save the kids. So what's the budget for getting Lee Jung-jae for the voiceover? Whatever you can send on super chats, that's gonna be the budget. So here she says, I want him to confess what he did. I want him to face the High Council, the Senate, the Republic. I want him to pay for his crimes. Then he says, I did the right thing. I wanted to protect you both. And then she says, from what? So then we're gonna go on a flashback where he's gonna say, I wanted to protect you both from them. I know you and your sister saw them as your caregivers, as family even. But that was a lie. We were alerted that a cult of powerful witches began to steal force sensitive kids from their homes, raise them, care for them, and make them more powerful. All for the right timing. And make them more powerful. All because they would perform a ritual to consume their life force. To consume the life force of the kids. All because they would perform a ritual to consume the life force of the kids. All because they would perform a ritual to consume the life force of the kids. Since you we tried to stop them, they fought back. They of the younglings, yes, good, yes, younglings. Yeah, you're right. Can you add a unicorn in your edit of the Acolyte? Sure, why not? They were close. They were. tried to stop them. They fought back. And in their attempt to destroy us, they and in their attempt to destroy us, they in their attempt to destroy us, they grew desperate. So what have I been up to, Basil? Re-editing the Acolyte now. The Last Jedi is done, so I have to turn this shit into something good. And in their attempt to destroy us, they casted fire and wanted to bring everything down. They casted fire and destruction. Okay, they casted fire and destruction. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. And in their attempt to destroy us, they casted fire. Destruction. They were and then their attempt they casted fire and destruction. And then what does she say after that? Yeah, that's a good one. Consuming younglings and their hunger only grew. Okay, I wanted to protect you both from them. I know you and your sister saw them as your caregivers, as a family even, but that was a lie. We were alerted that a cult of powerful witches began to steal force sensitive younglings from their homes. Younglings. from their homes. Raise them, care for them, and make them more powerful. All because they would perform a ritual to consume the life force of the younglings. And in so, grow their own power. Grow their own power. You. So the forced conception is out of this storyline? Yes. You two being twins meant only that with both of you, they would be able to grow even stronger. They were desperate for power. We tried to stop them. They fought back, and in their attempt to destroy us, they casted fire and destruction. No, I'm not gonna touch the Rise of Skywalker. They were desperate for power. They were desperate and hungry. And they casted fire and destruction. They had grown. The life force to absorb the life force of a young one. And then he goes back into here. Do you have any idea what kind of power it is? Okay, so again, the problem with the witches, with the lesbian witches, is that they made, they created life through the force or whatever the fuck. So we are going to solve that. We're going to solve that by not showing anything. And then at the very end of the movie, we have Soul give like the final context to everything. So here during the fight, they're fighting and everything. And then she's like, I want him to face his crimes. I want him to find this to face the Senate. And then she goes, just tell me why. Why did you kill my mother? Pretty much. And then he goes, I wanted to protect you. And then she goes, from what? And then we go on a flashback. And then we're going to have a voiceover of him saying, I wanted to protect you both from them. I know you and your sister saw them as your caregivers, as a family even, but that was a lie. We were alerted that a cult of powerful witches began to steal force sensitive younglings from their homes, raise them, care for them, and make them more powerful. All because they would perform a ritual to consume the life force of the younglings and in so grow their own power. You two being twins meant only that with you both, they would be able to grow even stronger. They were desperate and hungry. We tried to stop them, and they fought back. And in their attempt to destroy us, they casted fire and destruction. That line right there, when he said they casted fire, that's gonna be the excuse of why all the stones are catching on fire, because it's magic fire that they have casted. The witches have casted this magic fire that appears, a burning stone and everything. So that way, when you see that fire, you're like, oh, so it's magic fire. That's why the rocks are like getting burned, because it's magic fire, not natural fire that would never spread on rocks, you know? And then he goes, to absorb the life force of a youngling. And then we come back. Do you have any kind of idea what kind of power it is? So that's how I'm gonna solve it. That's how I'm going to solve the fucking magic witches pieces of shit. That's exactly how I'm going to. That's exactly how I'm going to. Oh my fucking god. Dude, I've seen the Acolyte so many times now. Like, I've seen this shit so many times. It's not even funny. It really is not funny. But I'm close. I'm close to being done with this shit. Well, I'm not close, actually. I'm close to having a rough cut. That's that's the most important part. That really is the most important part. So Watanabe wouldn't put. And here, I need a dialogue here. Sith guy. We must destroy them from the inside. These are excellent ideas to adding logic and a sense of urgency to Jedi action. Any thoughts on how you'll do the voice? Yeah, I'm probably gonna use a sound like type of thing. But I haven't decided yet how I'm going to pull it off, to be honest with you. It's wishful thinking at this moment. But yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna be using some sort of like, I'm gonna try to find someone that kind of like sounds like him, or experiment with AI or something. We must destroy them from the inside. I want you to trade places with your sister. Earn their trust and execute them. Let's see if this, we must destroy them from the inside. I want you to trade places with your sister. Earn their trust and execute them. And their trust. They will be distracted. It will be easy. Will be easy. At the right moment. Execute them. All right. Cool. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Now I just need to render, because this is gonna be, I'm gonna send this to someone that will be able to like help me out a lot with the voices. So let's do a 3 pass. And let's change this name to Acolyte for voices. All right. Okay. So while this thing is rendering, I want to talk to you guys. How you guys been? Talk to me. Any questions that you have? Any concerns? Anything that you want me to answer in the meantime? We have a couple of minutes, and this thing is rendering right now. So please tell me what's going through your nasty minds. What have you seen or watched lately that you're like, dude, this is the shit, you know? Or anything that you want to talk about. Regular or double stuffed Oreos? Dude, double stuffed Oreos all the way. Is that even a question? The best part about the Oreos is the stuff in the middle. Like, period. Oh man, I'm so tired. I wasn't expecting to do this stream, by the way. And I'm gonna go to sleep right after this. But yeah, man, I need it to get this done. I needed it because I need to send it so the person can start like messing with the voices. Because I have a person that is gonna help me out with those things. So let's hope that is going to be the case. Let's just hope. So what other questions do you have? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Dude, I have so many emails. I need to like I need to I need to delete so many of them. All right, that's it. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Dude, you guys are so quiet today. And I know I'm not my lively self right now. I don't have a whole lot of energy because I'm telling you, today was a bitch of a day. Any chance of you on our channel again for an interview? Sure. When do you want to do that? Um, yeah, just reach out to me on like Twitter or like Instagram. But yeah, that'll be cool. I'll like to go. Where do you live, Ivan? But not specifically. Everyone knows I live in Atlanta, Georgia. In Atlanta, as people call it. Atlanta. I hate when people call it Atlanta. But sometimes if you say Atlanta, they really don't understand you. So like depending on who I'm talking to, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm from Atlanta. Or like, oh yeah, I'm from Atlanta. You know? You have to like if you're talking to like an old lady at Kroger or Publix or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, thank you, honey. Did you find everything you were looking for?" And everything, and you're like, "Oh yeah, ma'am. Thank you very much." And they're like, "Oh, where do you live?" or something. You have to be like, "Oh, I'm very close to Atlanta." And they're like, "Oh, that's cool." But if you're like, "Oh, I'm close to Atlanta," like Atlanta, they're like, What is that, honey? It's Atlanta. So, but yeah, I live I live like not in Atlanta, but out like in the outside of the city. Because dude, living in Atlanta right now is the worst thing ever. Aside from living in California, I think uh, Atlanta has become like the new Miami in a way. Like everyone is just there to like to flaunt. Atlanta has such a flaunting culture, you know? Everyone is, because this is technically like the Hollywood of the South, and there's a lot of productions happening and a lot of actors and a lot of people come here to like try their way. Uh, so a lot of people just try to really, uh, really impress or like pretend that there's something that they're not, you know? So you have a lot of like people just like coming in that used to live in like Miami or California, and they sell their houses for a shit ton and they come here that is significantly cheaper than Miami or California, and they're like buying like big ass houses and like flaunting like, yeah, I'm the shit, you know. It's just like, yeah, the culture here is not very good. Let's put it that way. I don't like I really don't like the culture of how everything has become, that you have to, yeah, like you say, you have to stand out. And everyone is so weird and everyone wants to be a fucking influencer for some reason. Like, dude, we don't need that many influencers in the world, or not even influencers, just like quote unquote content creators. Like, we just don't. Ugh. Like, I don't consider myself, to be honest with you, I don't consider myself a content creator. Like, the reason why I do what I do and I do the things on YouTube and stuff like that, it's literally just because I want to share it with you guys, you know? I That's how I started with The Last Jedi. But if I really cared to be a content creator, I would have kept going with the channel. I would have like I would have re-edited other movies and I would have made a brand pretty much. I would have really made a brand. But it's like, dude, that's not me. Who's going to create the food and labor? Who's going to pay for all the super chats and memberships? Exactly, though. Like, that's the thing people don't think about. They're like, oh yeah, like I shit you not. I saw one day, I don't know exactly where. I don't remember where, but like there was this girl that said on an interview, I don't understand why there's farmers anymore if you can just go to Kroger and buy fruits and vegetables. And I'm just like, dude, are we so fucking stupid as a society? Like, are you shitting me? How can anyone say that? Like, oh yeah, dude, we don't need farmers anymore. Just go to Walmart. That's where they have vegetables and fruits. Like, bitch, do you even know where those fruits and vegetables come from? Like, you know. But everyone wants to be a fucking influencer and a content creator, which I find it very cringe. You're not a content creator, you're a saint. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Dude, as long as you guys like my edits, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm so Gucci. I hope that was a joke, but these are voters. Dude, we are so fucking screwed. We are so screwed as a society. The US is like such a circus right now. And I don't mean it like necessarily as I am pro Trump or pro Kamala Harris or pro Republican or pro Democrat, both parties are just a fucking circus. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what like political ideology you guys may have, but you cannot deny that we are going through some like unhinged shit in politics right now. This society is just revolting, with so many like people in power just being stupid. Then you have like a lot of old people being just like high with dementia. Then you have the millennials between 50, between like 45 and between 45 years old and like 28. Everyone is like fucking depressed. Like everyone is just goddamn depressed. And then like everyone younger is like unhinged, just killing themselves for likes and follows on Instagram and TikTok. Like what the fuck, man? Like it is insane. Yeah, it's not just the US, it's the world. Like it is the world. The world is, I feel so exhausted, dude. I feel so goddamn exhausted every goddamn day. Whenever I like for example, I don't know how you feel. How do you guys feel about him? But I personally like him a lot as a news source. Um, but Philip DeFranco, Philip DeFranco. Um, I like him. I think he's great at reporting the news. So Philip DeFranco, like I want to watch him every day because he gives a good round of news. But I just don't even want to watch him anymore because every time I turn in to watch his news, all of the news are fucking depressing, and it's just like, God damn it, dude. I don't even want to watch. I don't want to watch the news anymore because they're so goddamn exhausting. I'm just like, dude, if the world's gonna end, I don't want to know about it. Like, let me just go down unexpectedly. Just like, oh, there's a meteorite. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, but they said they told us about it like 8 weeks ago. Well, those are 8 weeks that I haven't worried about this shit. So, all right, I, you know, like I am so done. I'm so done with this. And that's why I'm re-editing the Acolyte. I'm wasting years of my life re-editing this bullshit. But I do think, like legitimately, I do think there is a good movie out of this, out of what I'm making. I legitimately do think that there's a good movie. Just saying. In your version, are the witches actually evil? Yes, they're absolutely evil. What? It did not render? What the fuck? Well, how about you render it here then? Yes, in my version, the witches are actually evil. They are a cult of witches that kidnap force sensitive children to absorb their life force and become more powerful. And then the Jedi were alerted and they went to stop them. And all of that is going to be explained on a flashback with Soul, where he's going to be like, you were deceived, like you saw them as your family, but no, they wanted to fucking eat you alive. Should be thanking us. So it's gonna be one of those like misunderstanding type of thing. And but yeah, so in my version there is no Power of two, the power of many. That ship has sailed. The moment I saw that on the show, I was like, I have to fix that shit. I have to fix that shit. There's no way I would be able to go back ever to sleep with a good conscience, knowing that I could have saved that shit, and I didn't. So that's why I decided to do this stupid bullshit. God, I hate this. I hate the Acolyte so much. Like, I do think the Acolyte is one of the worst Star Wars shows. Like, legitimately, I do think, in terms of like the worst Star Wars show, I would say uh Boba Fett. I think the book of Boba Fett is the worst show, followed by The Mandalorian season 3, followed by Kenobi. No, followed by The Acolyte. No, actually, you know what? The worst one was the book of Boba Fett, then Kenobi. No, yes. Book of Boba Fett, Kenobi, The Acolyte, Mandalorian season 3. Is there any other Star Wars show? I know there's Andor, but I haven't seen Andor. Then Ahsoka. Like, to be honest with you, I legitimately thought Ahsoka was not good. I didn't like Ahsoka very much. I think Ahsoka was pretty, like, forgettable. I know a lot of people are excited about like the season 2 and everything, but I'm okay. I could do without Star Wars for the next 20 years, to be honest with you. But like, yeah, I'm not a fan of Ahsoka at all. What else is there? Is there any other Star Wars show that I'm missing? Hmm. I don't remember. Ahsoka was bland. Yeah, Ahsoka was super bland. Kenobi, Acolyte, Ahsoka, Boba Fett, and Mando season 3. Yeah, it's difficult, because all of them are so bad that it's really hard to compete. I haven't watched Andor, and trust me, I hear from everyone that Andor is like legitimately good. But I'm not ever gonna watch it. I couldn't care less about Andor. Like, I know it's really good. I really know it's really good because everyone says it's like amazing. But I am so this like uninterested in Star Wars that even if I know it's good, I'm just like, I'm not I'm not gonna waste my time on that because it's not like it's going to fix what's broken. It's not like it's going to fix the fact that the fucking sequels are atrocious. It's not like watching this show is gonna create a separate timeline where Luke Skywalker is not a fucking hermit. So because of that, I have no interest in watching Andor. I watched The Acolyte just because I wanted to kind of see if I could re-edit it or not. Because I was like, you know what, that could be a good comeback. I started YouTube re-editing the thing that everyone hated from Star Wars, which was The Last Jedi, and they called it the worst thing that Star Wars had ever been since like every moment in history. So I was like, you know what? I might watch The Acolyte to see if I could re-edit it because now everyone's like, "Oh fuck this! This is the worst." I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a watch. Let me see what they're cooking with. And oh my fucking god! Oh. I underestimated how fucking bad this show is. It's really bad. Don't get me wrong. It's like atrociously bad. This show, to be honest with you, I'm not joking on this. Objectively, this show is worse than The Last Jedi. I will I will make you a mod on my channel. I will legitimately make you a mod if you can guess how many times I've watched The Acolyte up to this date doing this fucking re-edit. If anyone guesses the correct number, I will make you a mod. I just want to see if people can guess. I look at shows like One Piece and how much love went into that show visually. Then I see Star Wars and wonder why they're happy to give us. Dude, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. 137? No, there's no way I've watched this thing 137 times. No, let's see, I would be dead. 35 times? That's a good guess. That's a good guess. And when I mean I have watched this thing, I meant like every episode. How many times I've watched this episode? Not like one episode. All of the episodes. I've watched the series from beginning to end. How many times? Like when I mean like the entire series. I've seen the entire series. How many times? Not just like one particular episode or what. You know? I want to see what people guess. That would be that's interesting. 35 times, 36 times. Interesting. That's an interesting guess. But I'm sorry to tell you that none of you got it. The closest one technically is Anne. You're the closest one. So I've watched this thing 29 times in total so far. I've watched this thing 29 times in order to re-edit it. Because I have to like really digest everything they're saying and figure out what is the possible way to like switch things around and fuck and shit. Oh yeah. Oh man. The power of many. 5 minutes. But yeah, dude, I if you see me like void of life, you see these gray hairs coming out. That's why. Like it's coming from this shit. Fucking Acolyte, dude. Like I know some of the dialogues by heart. I shit you not. And they're horrendous. I think watching this show has made my English like diminish. Like my ability to speak English has gone down because of this fucking show. Sometimes I'm like, hmm, we are one but born as two, up in the sky and down in the sea. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. That is so grammatically incorrect. I wonder where I got that from. Imagine the editors of this show. Dude, I bet the editors on this show, like, there's only two type of people that could have edited the show. The people that clearly, like, just don't give a shit, and the people that were very passionate about this. But I since like I would love to interview the editor of one of these shows and get their perspective and stuff. I would seriously like to. Really, really seriously like to just like pick their brain and be like, okay, so are you a Star Wars fan? And if they say yes, I'm like, how was it? Like editing a Star Wars project. And for them to say, you know what, I didn't like it. Or, oh, I enjoyed the heck out of it. Like, okay, tell me why. I would seriously love to interview. God, I need to go to sleep, but this thing is still rendering. But I am surprised that this thing doesn't show you the rendering bar. It says 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Once it's rendered, I can send it out and just be fucking done with this bullshit. Just done. Bye bye. Finito. So let's go and render. Render, 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 render. Dude, my desk is such a mess. My desk is such a mess. I don't know, like, I don't know if you guys are aware that I do have an anime channel. I did a little review on this thing that I pre-ordered, the Digivice, the 25th color evolution Digivice. I pre-ordered it and it's out of stock now. But dude, nothing brings me more nostalgia and happiness than the Digivice. I'm just so fucking I love Digimon. I absolutely love Digimon. How long would the final draft take? What do you mean? How long will the final draft take? I mean, I don't know, man. I seriously don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish this thing. Like, hopefully, it's not gonna take me longer than maybe a couple of months. Maybe I could have it done by Christmas. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Like a nice Christmas present. Oh, Ivan, that reminds me. There's a live action Ya Boy Kongman. Of course there is. I know it. I actually have it. I haven't watched it, but yes, I was able to find it to watch it. I am so dude. I Yeah, Boy Kongman. It's so much like it really needs way more love. It deserves so much more love. But just by the way, just because I just said that I would like to get it done by Christmas, that doesn't mean that I'm going to. I'm gonna finish this thing whenever I finish it. And you can wait or you cannot wait. It's completely up to you. Back in the last Jedi days, I really tried to please the audience. This time around, sorry. Nice Ivan is dead. I killed him. I am all that remains. I'm just a fucking empty, cold hearted shell of what I used to be. Legitimately, I've if you saw the Ivan from like way before, like the Ivan of when I started like YouTube, you can see that I was just like a big teddy bear, just like, hi, guys, I love you all. We are all friends. Yay. And now I'm like, fuck everyone. All of you motherfuckers, you deserve nothing but dirt. I hope Santa Claus comes and brings you not a piece of coal, but a fucking punch in the face because you deserve it, you fucking human trash. That's how I've become. I've become such a such a mean-spirited individual because of YouTube. I'm joking, obviously, but not joking that much to be honest with you. Like it's actually it's I did become like more cold-hearted. That's that's for sure. That legitimately happened. I became very like fuck everyone. But anyhow, this is what I needed to do today, and I went ahead and did it because I am a badass. Choo, 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 choo. Here it is. Do you find it a little wokish? What, Yaboy Kongman? Are you talking about the anime or the live action? Or what are you talking about in terms of woke-ish? Because I was talking about YouTube. Like, did I find Yaboy Kongman wokish? The casting a trans as Maria Diesel. Who the fuck is Maria Diesel though? Who is Maria Diesel? All right, let me see. Maria Diesel. Oh, that's Maria. Oh, so that's the chick that Aiko was like infatuated with. So they casted a trans actress for that for Maria. What? I didn't know that. What the fuck? Dude, what in the living fuck? Okay. And they had her sing. No way. Abu-chan is a dude. Oh my god. I mean, let me tell you, the guy has a fucking voice. The what? Like he can fucking sing. But I don't know. I'm not super happy with the decision of casting him as uh as the as Maria Diesel because clearly Maria Diesel was inspired by Selena, you know. um I don't know. I guess I need to watch the live action to like really form an opinion. But like I honestly like most of the times I just don't care. when they cast a trans dude. If the dude does a great job, and so far, like legitimately speaking, that voice is fucking top notch. Like the dude can sing and like a woman, which is impressive. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, guys, I'm done. I did what I needed to do, and I'm good now. I can finally go to sleep. I can finally go to sleep because today I watched The Acolyte one more time, and it just drains me. It just drains me so much. Like you have no idea. It really kills brain cells. But I'm done. Thank you for joining me. Legitimately, thank you for joining me. You guys, I mean, this is like I'm glad you're enjoying this journey. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Take care. Bye.